Hello, EXPers. Let's take a look at getting the fantastic EXP solution that is Utility Connect and all its value proposition to the consumer onto your kvCORE provided website. So without any further ado, let's take a look at this. Jump out of my slides here and jump on to my example website here. So this should look familiar, something like this. I've got a certain template on my example here for my kvCORE website. Let's look at getting Utility Connect as a clickable resource on your website under the resources section in the header navigation. And then possibly its own little button at the top as well. We'll look at both options. So without any further ado, to do so, I'm going to open up my kvCORE here. I'm actually going to pull it in from a different window. And excuse me, before I do that, we are going to be linking it off to your personal landing page for Utility Connect. It's going to be utilityconnect.net and most likely be your name. But you need to connect with Utility Connect in order to get this landing page custom to you. Obviously, it's got my picture here, Kevin Comiskey, my information, any inquiries that come through this are pointed to me, et cetera, et cetera. So this is my own personal. You need to connect with Utility Connect to get this up for yourself. Once you have this and have the link, your own link for it, then we can go about getting it onto your kvCORE website. But that is the first step, is connecting with them to get your own page here, just like this one. But I'm going to pull in my kvCORE here. And what I'm going to do is show you real quick what we're going to be recreating here. So under resources on my sample site here is I'm going to go to resources under our resources. And you can see Utility Connect, easily move your utilities with Utility Connect. We can name it whatever you want here. But this ideally, and if you haven't already, bolster your website with other resources, all the value proposition that you have, whether they're EXP solutions, your own value proposition, like your buyer's guide, your listing consultation, all of your value. Make sure you get it into this resources. Obviously, I only have Utility Connect in here right now to keep it simple, but this is going to be one click away. Obviously, I click this, easily move your utilities, and it's going to take me to that splash page for myself that I just showed you. Boom. So that's what we're going to recreate here. Pulling my kvCORE site in. I'm logged into my kvCORE site here. I'm in the settings, and I'm going to back out under Web IDX on the left, and just click Website Manager there when the drop down pulls over. And I'm going to come to Custom Pages under Website Content here, and hit View Edit, the blue button. It's going to pull up all my custom pages here. You can see I've got a whole bunch of tests in here. For example, you can ignore most of these. I clear these out or turn them off at least. So I would just be leaving this. It should look familiar. The button I just clicked on my front end of my website, easily move your utilities, Utility Connect. It's toggled on blue. This is what we're going to recreate here. So I am going to, in your case, you need to create this page from scratch. And I'm going to do that as an example here. Up on the top right, green button, add new page. And I'm going to come in here and I'm actually going to, so I don't have to duplicate all this information again, I'm going to copy this. New page, title, move your utilities with Utility Connect, whatever you like there, to be quite honest. You put in whatever you like. And select a category. These are all categories for my website that I already have. You might not have any here. In that case, you might want to type in here, Utility Connect. Now, I already have Utility Connect, so it's going to come up with an error right here. So I'm going to select Utility Connect from the dropdown. But again, if you don't have that, you just type it in over here, and it'll create it as a new category. Now, when it comes to page contents, you don't need to worry about a thing, because we're going to be linking right off. When someone clicks this, we're going to be linking off to your provided page. So there's no content that's needed here. You can skip right over that. And come down here, optional URL, link to an external page. That's what we're doing. We're linking to an external page. So I'm going to get out of here and I come back over and I'm going to use my link, utilityconnect.net link, my personal one. I'm going to copy that. So I'll have to type it all out and paste that right on in here. Now you can make your slug. So your slug's going to be what's on the end of the URL. So it'd be your kvCORE URL slash this. It's not important in this case because we're linking to an external page. You can put meta tag data in here. In this case, really not that important, to be quite honest. The real traffic you're only going to generate is pushing people, your clients, your consumers to this page. Your consumers navigating your page organically. You're not going to get too much search traffic off of this. So I really wouldn't worry about meta tag description here. Don't worry about child sites either, and hit save. And it might give me an error here because I already have that. Whoop. I accidentally clicked. So you can see how it created that duplicate. This is the new one. You can see today is May 15th. It just created this one. So now I got a duplicate here of the same exact thing. So, just to show you, I'm going to come back over to my website here. Whoop. Yes, back over to my website here. Now, if I refresh this page, I'm going to have two identical buttons here for Utility Connect. See how they're both, boom. They're both in there now. You would just have one. So I'm going to come back over to mine and turn off either one of these. You don't need to worry about this. You're not going to have a duplicate. I'm going to turn off one of these. So boom, it's under your resources section. And again, fill this all out. So anybody that clicks on your resources tab and goes to our resources is going to see all of your resources here. So boom, you've got it in there. If you want to add it as its own header, you want to add it in here as, if you want visually, this is that your header navigation here to be new listings, home valuation, other resources, and then a standalone link for Utility Connect. Let's do that now. And I'm going to recreate that in my settings here. I'm going to come over to, let me back out and start from scratch here. So under Web IDX Website Manager here, I'm in the Website IDX Manager here section. Right to the right of your name is going to be a gray Edit Settings button. All your website settings are right here. Ignore all of them. I'm going to jump down to Custom Navigation here and scroll down a little bit further. Right here where you see Select Custom Pages for Navigation. I'm going to drop that down. Ignore where I have Get Cash Offer in your home here. That's a different example for a different thing. I'm going to select Easily Move Your Utilities with Utility Connect and hit Save. I'm going to move this out of the way, come back here, and this is going to be a little too long, to be quite honest. You can see how now that, boom, we accomplished what we were looking for here. You can, right in the header, easily move your own utilities. We did that, again, by doing select custom pages for navigation. So we selected that custom page for the navigation bar on your top of your website. So to simplify that, because you don't want the full thing in your header here, I'm going to come in and edit my custom page that we created, at the beginning. And so this whole long, because this doesn't make sense, this is going to irritate people, to be quite honest. That's too long of a title to be in your header toolbar. So I'm going to come back here and change my title here just to Utility Connect, or name it something else. Doesn't matter here, but we need to shorten it. I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna move my kvCORE and come back to my website, the front end of my website, and it's back to, well, excuse me, because I have two of these, the duplicates, excuse me. Back under the settings, under custom pages for navigation, I'm going to refresh this and come back down to custom navigation, custom pages, and I'm going to just select Utility Connect. Save. I'm going to move my tab with my settings, come back to my web consumer facing website and refresh. And it's going to be, boom, just Utility Connect now, as you can see. Utility Connect right at the top. Boom. So, and somebody clicks that and they're off to my custom page. So those are the two things. In summary, either adding it to your resources page, like you see here, Utility Connect, or adding it to your header up here. And you can see even if I come back to my my home page for my site, Utility Connect there is at the top. So there you go, tutorial on either getting it under resources, like so, or up in the header, like you see up in the header here. So you could do both or do one or the other. Wanted to show you both ways here. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to the EXP Solutions team or Utility Connect if you have any questions on this. Thank you so much.